Alright. How is everybody going? Have you all had a fantastic Monday? Oh dear, Calvo. Oh, there we are. We live. We live. And tweet. Big tweet is now out. Because Matt forgot to do the bloody thingo. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to get some water. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, excuse me. Oh. Oh my god, Edge. Wowzers. Why aren't you... Don't you do Monday's Edge? I always thought you did Monday. There. Oh, Reptile's already in. Yes, reptile, I do apologize. Just waiting. Also for potential cowboy. What's gonna be funny? I cannot wait for it to be raining. Oh, ow. Alright, so Brazuka's gonna come in. Edge is in. Just waiting on a Brazil. I think Brazuka might be in. Yeah, Brazuka's in. Come on, Edge. Pick your car. Oh, God, my neck and back are actually killing me. Edge is in his Alpha Matari. Alright, I think we might be getting underway very, very soon. I have no idea who else we're waiting on. Alright, ladies and gentle people, children of all the ages, welcome to Redline Racing League, the Monday Night League. We're here for round number 18. We only have 4 rounds to go, and it's actual scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here at Japan. Unfortunately, there is no fellow co-commentator via Samurai as he is having a meeting about bushfires, so hopefully that's all sorted out with his work. So it's just me tonight. Aren't you a lucky bunch? And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Dry weather for qualifying. Yeah, we want fitted, and there we go. I guess I'll do the standings for you fine people. Haven't done them in a while. Current series, Monday, and standings. So we have Ryan in first place on 300 and... Actually, never mind. Matt hasn't done the standings since Belgium. Matt. So, unfortunately, I can't do the standings for you fine people. So, everyone, hashtag blame Matt. Nobody's coming out just yet. Now we have a car coming out. I think it's probably Edge. Yes, it is. So, we've had a minute or so before a car has even come out. Alright. Hopefully I don't lag like I did last week. Oh, there we go. Just wouldn't let me change camera angles for some reason. The Edge is out there on the soft compound tires. You probably want to be on the... Why? Thank you. That's another glitch in this game. Just fantastic. Oh, I just hope I don't get bloody kicked out. Edge is doing his lean none lap, so DT is at the... I'm surprised no Owens though. He must have not got his wheel yet, so hopefully he'll get his wheel by the weekend, as Mitchie has let Dill go through, so we're right on board with X, Dill 4-1 on X. Just warming up his tyres, so probably you might see him do a couple of laps around this track. And the only cars not out is Reptile, Ambrose, and Savoury Mince Pie, and Brazuca as well. But I see a McLaren coming out as well. So we have a lobby of 13, so it's... I think it's not our lowest Monday attendance. I don't think we'll ever get a Singapore levels, I do hope. Because that was, yeah. Singapore, hopefully that was just a one-off, and we can try and get at least 10. That way, points are on offer for everybody. But wouldn't mind more drivers coming as Dill's gone for a spin, and that leaves Mitchie to set a competitive lap time. There's a 31.9 in the first sector. Dill's spin might have just thrown Mitchie off a little bit coming towards the two Degners, but gets at a nice hairpin. Moving the wheel a bit too much there a little bit. Don't worry, I did the same thing as well. There's a yellow flag. Dill is having a mare at the moment, but I think Edge will be the first one to set a lap time unless he's invalidated. No, he hasn't. But Edge around the final corner does a 31.633 Mitchie will be the next one to set a lap time. Goes purple second sector, but I think it's just with his time potentially he's out of ERS. So drivers might have to keep an eye on that. There's no bump anymore. It goes to 28.0. And Poms 27.3. So about 7/10 off is Mitchie 950. So that ain't too shabby, if I say so myself. As Benny's done something. But here comes DT. It's a 29.9. It's probably just a banker. Mercedes. I think Zombie might have just invalidated. Yep, well, he definitely has now. Bill's doing another run. Matt's invalidated, and Ryan is coming towards Spoon, or coming out of Spoon right now onto this back straight. Coming towards 130 up, but expect him to just maybe invalidate or just stop. It still does a 2:15 lap time. Oof. That's not what you want to see. As New Zealand Ryan comes around the final corner on the mediums. There's a 27.1 at 9/10 off Mitchie, so Mitchie's lap time is not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We've got an SPR Ambrose who's invalidated. Who's close? What's DT doing? He's coming in. I think Bombs is coming in as well. Yes, he is. So a lot of drivers coming in now. Reptile out there. Haven't seen much of the Reptile fans recently, and he's already invalidated. Probably the next 2 laps. But we're on board with XDL418. He locks up coming towards the chicane. Oh my god, Zombie. Hopefully they then put off Dill, and Dill goes up into P4 with a 29.0. A second behind Mitchie, so maybe hopefully he's got enough fuel to maybe do another lap on the mediums, potentially. Matt's coming in. Brazuka getting a lovely slipstream on the back straight. He goes purple second sector, so this might be close here. Gets a good run, nice and tight, opens up DRS. It is a 27.2. What a lap from Brazuka 82, getting a help of a handful of slipstream, and just under, like, nothing separating Ryan and Brazuka at this stage. Savory Mince Pie, he's invalidated. Oh, both Renaults have invalidated. I think Dill might be actually coming in anyway. Alright, so 10.5 minutes. We got New Zealand Ryan on provisional pole. Then got Bazooka in P2. Poms for Louis A70 in P3. Then got Mitchie in P4. Dill P5. DT P6. And RBHR Edge in P7, with a couple of drivers yet to set a competitive lap time due to not being within track limits. Fantastic. Somehow Zombie survived that. Yeah. By the way. Had no idea how he did it. So under 10 minutes. You don't want to be doing as many laps on the one set of tyres if you can help it. Probably 2 is probably the max for the mediums. 1 is definitely the max for the softs. DT's on an out lap. Oh, I think it's Mitchie. Mitchie's into the fence. Has he got front wing? No, he doesn't. So he'll be coming into the lane for another front wing. He probably just got onto the curb there a little bit. Oh, Brazuka's doing another lap. Okay, that's interesting. A third lap on a set of softs there. Reptile goes purple, but Benny's going to do the first lap time out of the two Renault boys. 28.4, so I'm thinking Benny could have gotten to the top there. He just hold out. It still goes to P4 now with a 27.8. So the top four separating by about 0.7 of a second. So going to be interesting to see what everyone else does now, as Savory's, he just can't hook up a good lap, apparently. Also, Savory has some competition for the greatest gamer tag of all time too, by the way. I've raced in another league, Banana Cake Pie. So hopefully at some point, if we can get Savory Mince Pie and Banana Cake Pie into the same race, the commentators everywhere will be actual jealous of me commentating that. But it's not going to happen because Banana Cake is apparently on PS4 only, I think. DT goes up into P6 on a set of minutes with a 28.1, so he might just come in. He might just come in for a further set of softs, go to the end, or do another lap on the mediums. Potentially. And here comes Poms for the win. He's gone out so wide, but he goes to the top. A 26.7. What a lap from Poms 28.70, and that he's actually got pole in this league on the Monday League. But here comes Zombie Hunter, P4 27.6. Nice lap there for the man in the Merc tonight, as Ryan is over a second quicker. $25.9. That's gonna take some catching. That is definitely gonna take some catching here, ladies and gentlemen. There's some cars going out as Ambrose has invalidated once again, so he'll be coming into the lane for another set of tyres. As Savory's finally set a lap time of 29.6, but it's 4 lap old softs. So he'll be definitely be coming in to the pits for a fresh set of rubber. Turn 1 is going to be scenes here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Savory's gone for a spin. It's a big shock. I think Pom's coming in. Alright. Let's ride on board with Mitchie 950. Okay, so Mitchie is coming into the lane once again. Edge is just doing laps at the moment. Oh, Bazooka! Oh, Bazooka's had a spin! Oh dear, so probably everybody's now going to be coming in and get on to the fresh set of softs and go to the end. As DT's already out there, we're not surprised to see Edge come in. Yes, Edge will be coming in. But Benny's going to be the only one out there on mediums. But it looks like Ed Steele's gone for an excursion, and that's probably his qualifying over. You don't want to be doing that using those tyres. So you know what? Let's ride on board with DT for a lap around Japan. And here comes DT across the line. P3 at 27.2. It's still fair way off New Zealand run, but it's a decent lap. Mitchie's the next one to cross the line. There is an almighty train happening. I think Reptile's letting Matt and Savory go through. Maybe he wants to be the last one to set a lap time. Oh, Mitchie is retired from the session. He's not improving. Poms, can he get close to New Zealand Ryan? No, he can't. He's into the fence, and that is Poms for an A70 into the fence. And someone should totally clip that and send it to Poms for an A70. If Poms doesn't use that in his video, I'll be very, very disappointed. So, Poms, a lot of pressure. At the moment, only Benny and Savory Mince Pie on laps at the moment. With 30 seconds remaining, no prediction game here tonight because there's no Roscoe, unfortunately. We've got 4 drivers. One of the Max is definitely not going to make it. Maybe both of them are not going to make it. No. 3, 2, 1, 0. That is it. Both Mercs did not make it. So Zombie and Dill are not going to improve. But Benny will be the first one to set a lap time as DT is retired from the session. Then we'll go on to, it looks like a Williams coming towards Spoon. And then a Red Bull of Savory Mince Pie. But Benny goes into P6 on 27.7 on mediums. Is that match 039 in the Lone Williams into 9 as B Dubstep has gone to the PlayStation side. Scenes. A little bit of a lock-up coming into the chicane. Can he get a good run? It looks okay. Runs into ERS. Goes up to P3 with a 26.7. Savory up into P2 with a 26.6. What a lap time. Brazuca's up into P3. Ryan goes even quicker with a 25.6. Ambrose, P2 at 26.5. And Edge, the last one. Not sure where he... P11, so he's just outside the top 10. Which is probably where you want to be. Fresh set of tyres. New Zealand Ryan gets pole position here by just under a second. 9/10 of a second. From SBR Ambrose 4. Then we've got Savory Mince Pie in the P3. Brazuca P4. Poms for the 70 in P5. Matt is in 6. DT's in 7. Reptiles in 8th. Zombie in 9th. With Benny in P10. Both Zombie and Benny on the medium compounder tyres. Then we've got Edge in P11. Dill in P12. And Mitchie in P13. The drunk driver here tonight. A whopping 2.4 seconds behind our pole man here tonight. So, interesting with Zombie and Benny. The only two in the top 10 on the mediums. Expect the bottom 3 to probably be doing mediums as well. Could potentially see one of them do a hard run, but we shall see. And weather-wise, it is over. It's cloudy, like not overcast, but yeah, no rain to be had potentially. But it is a Monday league. You can always count on a safety car, whether it be virtual or the big boy safety car. Can never know. I think we've only had one race this whole season where we didn't have either a VSC or a big boy safety car. I think that was at Hungary, I do believe. That was a chaotic race in a half as well. I was waiting for Savory and Brazuca. And they're going to be off on the formation lap. And you know what? We're going to do the prediction game for the race. Let us know who is going to be race winner and surprise podium here tonight. Looking at tyres, Edge, the only one on mediums, with Dill and Mitchie on the softs. So 10 drivers on the softs, while 3 of them are on the mediums, as you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen. Race winner for me. It's probably going to be New Zealand Ryan. Would not surprise me. You know what? I'm going to be really, really safe here. I'm going to say New Zealand Ryan. Now, surprise podium. Surprise podium. This is going to be tricky. You know what? I'm going to say Benny is a surprise podium here tonight. He's going to be on the mediums, so he's going to be slow at the start, but he can go longer. So, if he can get off to a good start, overtake some cars, be ahead of Zombie Hunter, because that's going to be crucial, being the lead medium tyre runner. Oh my god, Mitchie. Yeah, so I'm going to say Benny for surprise podium here tonight. So I'm going for a New Zealand Ryan win and a Benny F1 surprise podium. Let us know who is your man for race winner and surprise podium here tonight, ladies and gentle people. As we're waiting on, I think it's Edge and a Matt. Yes. So Matt will be the last one to set. Oh, this is just great. Alright, so we're going to be on Poms for win 87 here. So we're going to get ready for 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. And I have no lights. And it's lights out and away we go. That Alfa Romeo of DT gets off to a flying start. Ryan's gone off into the distance already. Turn 1, Sabre around the outside. Oh, Matt down the inside as DT moves up into P6. Poms has lost a couple of positions. Matt's squeezed Savory. He's up into P4, but he's getting very, very slowly. There's yellow flags behind. It's X still 419X, and I think a Michi got involved. So controversy already. And it's only lap 1, turn 1. As Matt gets onto the grass for some unknown reason, and Ryan's already got a second gap onto SBR Ambrose pretty much already. As Poms is overtaking Reptile around the outside of the hairpin and gets to move back up into P6. Benny's up into P9, so that is very, very crucial for Benny's chances here tonight. Can he ever take his teammate? Not quite yet, as SBR Ambrose is already a second behind New Zealand Ryan. Brazuca hunting him down in P3. Then we've got Matt in P4 and Savory P5. DT's in P6. They need to keep it under a second for that DRS as Savory caught up to Matt in the braking zone. But Matt with a better traction as Ryan sets the early pace with a 30.998. And the first lap has completed as Edge is into the pit lane. Probably front wing damage. Dill is staying out. Not sure about Michi. Let's have a look at... Yeah, it's a front wing change for Edge. And probably the same thing for Michi. So we got a bit of a battle pack happening between... as Ambrose already has a penalty. Timing glitches. This is fantastic. I think it's all sorted itself out. So we got Matt in P4, Savory P5, DT P6, and Poms is in P7 as the tyre graphics are now coming out. Where would we be without that? As Benny has gotten ahead of his teammate. So he's up in the P8, but he's 1.1 behind as I think it's Edge who's had another spin. And the front wing change is going to happen again. The AlphaTauri driver not having a good race. And Savory and Matt going side by side at 130 yards. Savory round the outside. Savory gets a penalty. Oh, he's lost. He's going to lose positions. I think the RS is now activated. No, this lap. Yeah. Session. Nah. I think I'm back in. Still. Oh, this is just fantastic. As Poms is ever so close to DT 361X. With 2 drivers on penalties already. That'd be SBR Ambrose and Savory Mince Pie. DT goes out wide. Can Poms take advantage of this? And he's back up into P6. As Ryan's already put out nearly a 4-second gap as Edge is back into the lane already, so probably be a high chance of a safety car going to be happening very, very soon as Brazuca still keeping up pace with Ambrose here, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a battle, race-long battle for P2 by the looks of it. As now Benny is coming into the fray of a DT Poms Savory Matt battle. Ryan sets the first lap with a 29.9. Benny gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not what you want, Benny. DRS Bazooka. No, he just ran out of the straight. So Ambrose being under pressure here from Bazooka, the man in the AlphaTauri of P3. He does have some decent results, does Bazooka, but he always manages to get himself into a little bit of a trouble. As Benny's still under second to DT, but looks like these cars are just using each other to slipstream each other. Matt's 1.8 behind Bazooka, so Matt needs these two to keep battling a little bit longer so that he can catch up and use them for DRS. His edge has already been lapped, and then it's lap 4 of 27. Oh dear, oh, looks like Ambrose got a bit squirmy there. I'm keeping an eye on the gaps. I'm just seeing what the Clips battle is. It looks like it is the battle for P2 at this stage. But DT, no, nothing yet. Probably going to wait for DRS the Loon. DRS tonight. Yep, like sector 1 to Mitchie. He's into the fence. Can Bazooka do something? Oh, Ambrose is trying to squeeze him. Around the outside. No, nothing happening. Ambrose keeps on to P2. But for how much longer will he keep it? Bazooka does have a little bit more ERS. As Savory ever so close to getting back up to, is that Matt 039 in that Williams? About under half a second is the gap. But you don't want to be in the dirty air for too long. As Bazooka gets so close to Ambrose, I saw that on Savory's POV. But no, Ambrose getting the better traction. Oh, I'm already losing my voice and it's only lap 5. I do apologise if there's gaps with no talking. It's probably just because I'm having a drink of water to save my voice. So, Bazooka getting a magnificent toe into 130. What's his gap going to be? Oh, Ambrose locks up. I think Edge got out of the way. So Ambrose could not get a DRS. And no, he didn't. So, bit of controversy there. Ryan's into the pit lane already. Oh, this is going to be close, but Bazooka has now taken the race lead as Ryan's into the pit lane, and he's going to come out in P11, maybe, if Dill might get out of the way. No, probably wait for one of the straights. There's someone off. It's an Edge. Still, oh my god. Alright. Poms for the win 870 gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not what we want. DT is outside of a second now, so can Benny take advantage of this? He's up into P7. But the battle at the front is still raging on. No one has DNF'd just yet. Ryan's finally got past XDeal409X for P10. So Ryan does have one World Championship point. But Ambrose will have DRS. As Bazooka is really up against the wall there. I think Savory might have had an incident there. He's got no front wings, so maybe some controversy has happened there. As Benny's had a spin. Oh no, Benny. Oh, that's thrown my podium prediction up in flames. Its Edge is now out and left the session. No safety car. He's probably done in the pit lane. As Benny's overtaken. Oh, there is New Zealand Ryan. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, the battle at the front is still going on. Ambrose has a 3-second time penalty. Don't forget. Ryan's already come in for his for his first pit stop anyway. He could potentially take those mediums to the end. I thought someone crashed into the fence there. As Ryan's overtaken Benny F1. Oh, mate, bit of a lock up there from Brazuca. No, none of them are coming in just yet. Probably going to wait for that around about lap 10. And Ambrose has got another penalty. He goes a little bit out too wide. As Poms and Man are going side by side. Broken Reptile, 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Oh dear, he's had no luck. But Matt's up and has kept his P3. Poms went looking for it, but nothing came to fruition. As a yellow flag, I think it might have been Benny. Yes, it was. Savory's in. Same with Extil. So Savory's definitely coming in for another set of boots. And Benny's gotta keep a calm head, Benny. I do apologize about that, as Matt gets a 3-second time penalty, so that negates Palms for the time being, but Ambrose does have 6 seconds. Let's just confirm. 6, 3, 3, 3, 5 for Reptile and 3 for Savory. But Reptile is a drive-through. Palms and Matt having a little bit of a contact battle here. As Matt's coming in, he might have got a little bit of wing damage. Let's just stay on board. Actually, Brazuca looking for a move on to Ambrose once again into turn 1. Nothing happening as yet. Let's go back on board with, is that man, is it front wing? No, it's just a regulation tyre change. So the battle is still happening as Ryan's up into P5. Let's check the gap. It is 10.6 seconds between Ambrose and New Zealand Ryan. So Ryan will take back the race lead. But Zombie, do not forget, is started on the mediums. So he can go a little bit longer, but it looks like Ryan is going to put a stop to that very, very shortly. At the moment, DT's in a bit of a Renault sandwich at the moment. DT on the hards, Reptile on the medium, Savory's on the soft splits, 14 seconds. Bill's right behind him, Mitchie's very, very far behind. Lap 9 of 27, Zombie gets a 3-second time penalty. I think it's his second one. Ryan gets a 3-second time penalty. Ooh. So the only 3 drivers that does not have a penalty is Brazuca, Dill, and Mitchie. As Ambrose comes in, same with Brazuca. Thank God none of them sped into the lane. So Brazuca definitely covering off Ambrose as Poms is in as well. And Zombie will take the race lead. But it's going to be short-lived as Ryan takes it back into turn 1. And that's probably all she wrote unless safety car happens. Mitchie, a 3-second time penalty. It's not great. But news, Brazuca has jumped Ambrose. So I think what had happened was Poms held up Ambrose and now Brazuca is ahead of Ambrose. So he'll be in a net P2 once Zombie pits, not retires. Sorry, Zombie. But Bazooka has jumped Ambrose. Matt stays ahead of Poms. So this race has now become a little bit more interesting now. I just hope I don't lag out like I did last week. Is DT still in that Renault sandwich, but he's actually a little bit more quicker than Benny, considering Benny's on the mediums while DT's on the hards. But Benny's probably starting to feel the effects of tyre wear at this stage. Ryan at 29.590 fastest lap. And it's 2.5 seconds between Ryan and Zombie Hunt's at 44. As Matt does get DRS and Ambrose onto Bazooka. Can Ambrose do anything? No, he's just run out of straight. What can DT do? I think Benny's just backed out of it. Oh no! Oh, thank God for ghosting. Oh, that's oh. Oh, I think that is a racing incident. Oh. Oh no! And Benny's down in the P10 doing some doughies by the looks of it. There's your front wing. As Mitchie is retired from the session. And it's a safety. Oh no, this has saved Benny. Now, Zombie can come and get a free pit stop now. Oh, wow. So, yeah, as I'm saying, this has saved Benny's race. Zombie's on the hards, Ryan's on the mediums. Ambrose stays out, Bazooka comes in. So, will Bazooka be coming on to a set of mediums? Yes, he is. Couple laps under the safety car. Might get him to the end. Alright, so now Ambrose has taken the race lead. Matt's in P2, Ryan's in P3, Zombie in P4, Bazooka's in P5, Poms is in P6, DT P7, Reptile's is in 8th, Savory is in 9th, Dill is in 10th, with Benny crashing coming towards the final chicane. But he'll just come in, Benny, change your tyres, and then catch up the safety car. So this helped that Reptile too, because now he has no penalties, and he's got rid of his 5-second penalty. So hopefully now he can just keep it clean. Actually, speaking of which, race director. So Ambrose has 2 penalties, Matt a penalty, Ryan a penalty, Zombie a penalty, Bazooka a warning, Poms a penalty, DT a penalty, Reptile nothing, Savory a penalty and 2 warnings, so he's 1 away from another penalty. Dill 2 warnings, so he's 1 away from a penalty. Benny has a penalty and 2 warnings, so he's 1 away from another penalty as well. So now it's going to be interesting to see what Ambrose and Matt does. I doubt they'll be coming in. Oh, Poms has a 5-second penalty, severe collision. Poms, do your pits, do it. Why wouldn't you do your 5 seconds? Oh dear, oh dear. Luckily, DT still has his front wing, otherwise wheels and controllers will be thrown out the window. So hopefully Benny will be able to catch up to the pack. So different tyre strategies. Ambrose on hards, Matt's on hards, Zombie on hards, Reptile on hards, Savory on hards as well. Well, everybody else is on mediums. Not sure what these two are doing. I think Dill might have cheesed the safety car there. Alright, we'll stay on board with Benny. If you can get close enough, come in for another set of mediums and go to the end, Benny. If you watch this, if you're watching. What are these two doing? They're trying to choose a safety car, but you can't do that anymore. You get a smack bang penalty. What are these two doing? Savory, you're gonna get a penalty. Oh, my days are. Well, the safety car's staying out for another lap, so Benny, if you want, go on to another set of mediums. Oh no, Reptile's got another 5-second penalty. He's not doing it. Alright. Savory, what are you doing? I think words are going to be have after this race. I just realised we've gone past half race distance, so only half race distance to go. Actually, I'm just going to get a drink of water, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I've had my water. So Benny is now caught, so we have 11 cars on the lead lap. Oh my god. Savory, what are you actually doing? Oh dear. So, hopefully safety car will be coming in this lap. Savory and Dill still gone at it. So, your race order at this stage, we've got Ambrose in P1, Matt P2, Ryan P3, Zombie P4, Bazooka P5, Poms in P6, DT 7th, Reptiles in 8th, Savory is supposed to be in P9, Dill's in 10th, and Benny F1 in P11. So we'll go back on board with is the Matt 039. Actually, let's go back on board with Ryan. So safety car is in this lap. Reptile 5-second penalty. Oh dear. Prepare to see some stewards' inquiries after this race, ladies and gentlemen. And there goes Ambrose. Matt's got off to a shocker, and Ryan's right up at the P2. Zombie is still okay for now, but Ryan's right up at the P2. So Ambrose Is he staying out? Zombie and Matt are going side by side here in the first sector in the S's. Oh, how did none of them just crash out? Bazooka looking for a move. No. No, he thinks a bit of it. Keeps his front wing intact. Matt gets onto the grass once again. Still a 3-second time penalty. And the clouds are starting to become darker here, ladies and gentlemen. Will we see some rain here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? That's a genuine possibility. But now Zombie's over a second behind Ryan. And there is Poms and there is DT. So a battle pack is formed from P3 to P7. And there's Reptile right there. He needs to catch back up quick, smart. Bazooka on the fresher rubber with 13 laps to go. It might be tyre wear, might be an issue for Bazooka, but we shall see. As DT's got the move on to Poms to an A70 with the overtake button. And he's up in the P6. These two have been battling with each other since the race began. You have like sector 1. Oh, it's Benny. Benny's had a spin. No safety car yet. Matt getting ever so closer to Zombie Hunter. Zombie Hunter was pretty much drafted in at the last minute to get some numbers. And it looked like the top 7 was under a second of each other, but Zombie's outside of a second. And Benny's had another spin. Benny's race has gone from bad to worse. Ah dear, oh dear. Is Benny? Oh, it's another safety car. Oh dear. Right, so well, everybody's guaranteed points now, but the thing is now Bazooka's still the only one without a penalty. Reptile can get one of his 2 5-second penalties. Oh dear, Ryan's in, Zombie's in, Matt is in. I think all... Well, only Ambrose and Bazooka, DT and Reptile, they're the only ones that stayed out. Reptile, why not get rid of one of your 5-second penalties? Ryan, softs, Zombie, softs, Dill, softs, Poms, softs, Matt, Savory, or mediums. Maybe they didn't have any fresh softs left. But let's have a look at penalties. So Ambrose has 6, Bazooka has none, DT has 8, so he has a 5-second penalty he could get rid of. Broken Reptile has 10, Ryan 3, Zombie 3, Matt 3, Savory 6, Dill 3, and Poms 3. So this is going to be interesting now, as Ambrose was in neutral for some reason. Ryan, Zombie, Dill and Poms are going to be quick, like very, very quick. Has Matt and Savory messed up? That is the question. Will we see a 1-lap safety car? As Benny has left the session. I think Ambrose again being prepared for a 1-lap safety car. No. It's another lap of the safety car, so... Will anybody else come in? No, no. Reptile's coming in. Yes, Reptile. Get rid of one of your 5-second penalties. So now he only has one, so that might help him out, potentially. But Brazuca somehow still has no penalties. Lap 18 of 27. It's going to be fireworks for the remaining 10 laps. Or 9 laps, I should say, after the safety car comes in. Oh, zombie! Oh no. The two Mercs have collided with each other. That's what you get for people not driving under safety car very, very well. Oh, my voice is actually gone. Where is Roscoe when you need him? Oh. Now we shall expect the safety car to come in this lap. There it is. There it is. Alright. So take 2 of Ambrose and Brazuca. This time DT's up into P3. Ryan's in P4. Mince Pie 5-second penalty once again. And another 5-second penalty. Ambrose gets a bit loose. And it's green flag racing. DT's been under pressure from New Zealand Ryan already. Mince Pie 5, another 5-second penalty, spinning in the pit lanes. DT gets out wide. Oh my god. He just comes back behind X, still 4 on X. But Brazuca and Ambrose... The big interesting now. Oh, Ryan looking for a move. Excuse me. Ryan on those fresh softs. He's down Brazuca to get out of the way. Oh, a bit of contact between Brazuca and Ryan. Oh, Zombie Hunter looking to take advantage of that. Oh, great camera work there, Codemasters. That's what we want to see. As Zombie just backs out of that for now. And Brazuca's lost a chunk of time to Ambrose. He needs to pick up the pace. He's on quicker rubber than Ambrose, but Ryan's even on even quicker rubber. Oh, Ryan around the outside. Oh, there might have been a bit of contact. I think I see some rain potentially. I don't. Might be just the particles at the final corner. I think DRS will be open at the end of this lap. Here comes Zombie Hunter. He's looking for a podium here tonight. He locks up pretty badly. There's X still. There's DT. Oh, we have a race on our hands at the moment, except for Savory Mince Pie. He's just down at the back. Half a second behind Broken Reptile. He needs to pick up the pace. Does Reptile to stay within touch of Poms. As Brazuca's already outside of a second to New Zealand Ryan. And Ryan hunting down Ambrose. I think I saw correctly DT getting a penalty. Oh, was a mistake for Brazuca to stay out on those mediums. He had no teammate to contend with, so he would have had a free pit box. And I think AlphaTauri's towards the end, or I believe. Oh, Sabre's gone for a spin. Oh, dear Sabry. This race is going to come down onto penalties. As Sabry's retired from the session, will that bring out another safety car? Imagine. Are you having a bubble? Wowzers. Our third safety car. I just have no words. So, now, what does Ambrose do? What does Brazuca do? You would think everybody's going to come in for a fresh set for soft tyres. I mean, you're going to have, what, 4 laps? 4 or 5 laps of racing? And the clouds are getting darker. I think we might miss the rain. Whoever's got a stop, whoever's got a 5-second penalty can get rid of it right now. Let's just check who's got one. Zombie's got one, Dill's got one, DT's got one. I think Matt might have one, and Reptile has one. If Reptile comes in now and gets rid of his 5-second penalty, he'll have no penalties to contend with. So he can easily move up the order. So let's have a look. What does Ambrose do? He's okay. Staying out. Staying out. DT's coming in. Matt's coming in. Reptile's coming in. So these three, the only three with the 5-second penalties, apart from the 2 Mercs. So I'm surprised they didn't come in, or one of them comes in. Oh, wow. Right, so will one of the Mercs come in and get rid of their 5-second penalty? Who can they potentially overtake? If they get rid of their 5-second penalty, they can overtake Ambrose. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to Zombie and Dill what they want to do. I know what I do. I get rid of my 5-second penalty right now. But we might have a 1-lap safety car potentially. So Ambrose and Brazuca, the only 2 not on soft tyres, which is, yeah, it's interesting. I know track position and all, but you probably would have come out probably 1 or 2 places behind, and you could probably easily overtake them. But as we got 6 laps to go, is safety car coming in? Actually, safety car is coming in. So Brazuca and Reptile, the only 2 without penalties at all. Hopefully they don't hit anybody. Well, what's this from? Oh, Brazuca. Oh no, Brazuca's lost a lot of time. I think he had that gear glitch. And Ryan's just bolted off into the distance. Already a second. There's chaos already. Poms locks up. Oh, the 2 Mercs. Oh, that was oh so close to one of them being a disaster. Matt looking forward, move on to DT. There's Broken Reptile. So he'll get a load of positions. If he can just keep up with Matt. Alright, so we have a battle for P3 at the moment. The front two have just disappeared. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic to watch. 5 laps to go. And we will have some DRS racing at the end here. Here comes Poms with a 70 onto X4 on X. Will he make the move? He's going to go around the outside. Dill did not leave him any space. Oh, that is controversy. Poms down the inside. Oh no, he locks up badly. DT looking for a move. Zombie is up into P3 here, ladies and gentlemen. And Dill's looking for a move onto Brazuca. Poms is being pressured on. Not yet. Dill cannot make a move onto Brazuca just yet. DT, Matt and Reptile on the freshest set of softs still haven't made moves yet. As Ryan's 3 seconds ahead of Ambrose. Brazuca can't afford any time loss. Oh, DT, Reptile looking for a move. This is what I'm talking about. Reptile needs to stay within touching distance of these guys. He'll get a load of positions coming into the race. Poms is now slowing down a little bit. It's outside of a second. He needs to stay under a second if he wants to nab DRS. Same with Brazuca. As Ryan is going to complete lap 24 and start lap 25. As Brazuca locks up a little bit, DRS is enabled. So we have 3 laps of DRS racing. Oh, this is going to be a tight finish. This is going to be a tight finish here, ladies and gentlemen. These cars are just DRSing, slipstreaming each other, I should say. The slipstream train on the pit straight. So Reptile's 10 seconds behind New Zealand Ryan. So Matt has 13, DT 6, Poms 3, Dill 8, Zombie 8, Ambrose 6, Ryan 3. This is going to be interesting. As Matt's falling way behind DT at the moment. Brazuca, now he's starting to pick up the pace. He's starting to work a treat right now. And Zombie might be taking the effect of tyres. Tyre wear at the moment. We've got 2 racing laps to go. DRS is enabled. Dill just nabbed it. Brazuca has no ERS. He needs to save it all. Well, somebody's got 41%. Well, Brazuca has 13. Oh, he needs to save a lot more if he wants a final lap sprint. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not talking much. It's just very, very intriguing, this battle. P3 downwards as Matt is falling by the wayside. Savory Spice left the session. So Reptile needs to get past Matt quick smart, otherwise he's not going to get all those positions via penalties. So Reptile needs to step on the gas. Get rid of the spectator menu for you people. His deal's outside of a second now, so he's probably he's got no ERS. It's a lockup of Dill. Pom's looking for a move. Dill with another 3-second time penalty. There's DT. Oh no! He's lucky he has DRS, and Pom's is making the move onto X Dill, but will that be in vain? It is the final lap, and Dill, Bazooka I should say, has probably lost his chance to overtake Zombie onto the final lap, but he'll probably get onto the podium anyway. Where on the podium, I don't know. But what a crazy race this has turned out to be. Reptile's finally picking up the pace. He needs to get past Matt quick smart. It's DT's, he's locked. I think he might have locked up. He's out. He's got grass on his tyres. That's not what you want. But this man has pretty much dominated this race. We've had 3 safety cars. He probably would have thrown his control at all 3 of them. Coming out of the final chicane around the final corner. And he's going to win the Japanese Grand Prix. SBR Ambrose will take P2 on track. Zombie Hunter third, but Bazooka goes up into P2. Poms gets P4. Dill P5. Matt 6. Okay, well, fantastic. Matt finishes 9th and last, considering how many penalties he had. And driver of the late goes to Zombie Hunter from Codemasters. So, Sheens. As Ryan took Checo's car, as you might have well known, he won the Sakir GP this morning at Australian time. That was an absolute cork of a race though, must say. Short tracks for the win. Here is the final race results. Ryan takes P1 in the fastest lap. Bazooka P2 with the no penalty strat. Ambrose in P4. Poms P3, sorry. Poms gets P4, Zombie P5, Reptile gets P6. That gap between Reptile and Zombie, absolutely nothing separating those two. DT P7, Dill P8, Matt P9, and our DNFs are Savory Mince Pie, Benny F1, Mitchie 950, and RBHR Edge. Alright. Well, that is it for the Monday Night League here. Round number 18 at Japan. I think Mitchie might be coming back this Saturday. I unfortunately will not be racing, but do tune in to the RRL Twitch account where Mitchie is commentating the Japanese Grand Prix on this Saturday league. And yeah. Oh, my voice is actually gone. Next week, I believe, is USA. Yes, USA is next week, next Monday. And it's our last race for the year before we go on a break for the Christmas and New Year's. Hopefully, VSR Roscoe will be back for the final race of the year. And until next time, I've been Frizy92. And we will catch you on Monday for the USA Grand Prix. See ya!